Your eyes do not deceive you. Your ears do not deceive you. Maybe your eyes deceive you, but your ears do not deceive you. We're here playing Isaac. Why? Basically, because I want to. I originally buried the lead. I said it's because I don't know what else to play. But actually, there's many things I could play, as evidenced by the unrequested game suggestions flooding the chat right now. But I just, I feel it's been a bit since it's been on stream. I just feel like let's run some Isaac, essentially. It's a time filler, and also it's Halloween weekend, which means I may not get any time to record, which means it would be nice to have some extra kind of like, don't take this the wrong way. It'd be nice to have some second monitor content to come to YouTube over the course of this weekend, in addition to like all the other stuff that we got going on, okay? I'm not saying like it's just filler content. What I am saying is it's second monitor content. If you're putting this on your main monitor and you're sitting down, you don't even have like a snack or anything, and you're watching this, you're a different breed. I'm just gonna tell you. Like, I would not do that. I'm watching like Oscar-nominated films on my second monitor while making YouTube thumbnails and playing Marvel Snap on my phone. I have no respect for art right now. And I'm doing all of it badly. I'm not remembering anything about the movie. I'm making suboptimal decisions in the card game, and the thumbnails look like dog shit, okay? But still, I'm doing my best. Look at that. Don't put me on the TV. Come on. But yeah, it'd be nice to have some extra. Basically, hey, listen, here's the way it works, okay? In like 3 days, it's November. It's the greatest month for advertising revenue. It's time to put out a bunch of garbage content on YouTube. That's why everybody on Twitch is accepting the absolutely insane advertising incentive offers. It's because it's November. That's everybody that. But don't get addicted to that November revenue if you're a streamer. Because let me tell you, in January, things change. Okay? You ever wonder why every single YouTuber is like, hey, November 1st, they're like, it's time for the month. I'm doing my subathon and pushing all of my videos to YouTube. January 1st, I am taking a leave of absence for an indeterminate length of time. Listen, I don't want to spoil the reason for you, but the world kind of goes to sleep in January a bit. Unless you're Ned Flanders. Wake up, Nettie. January 1st. Time to get a head start on those taxes. Help me. Help me. Help me. Mom's Pearls. Range and luck in a soul heart. I'm going to... Listen. Don't let anybody tell you I don't have a dog in me, okay? I'm walking all the way back. Hero's not a word that we use lightly around these parts. We're walking all the way back. Rolling once more. Well worth it. Well worth it, I might add. What? I don't want to go in here. What am I doing? Speaking of having that dog in them, I'd like to congratulate the Vancouver Canucks for getting a win in the month of October. Congratulations. I knew you had it in you, except for like the last 3 weeks when I lost all faith that I had in the team completely. Hey man, if you can beat the Seattle Kraken 5-4, you can do anything, okay? The sky's the limit. You ratioed them in your comment? Well, like, so let me, put yourself in my shoes, okay? You don't know that they're going to win the game 5-4. You got the Canucks game on while you're, like, you know, eating dinner with your family. It's 1-0 for the Canucks. The team looks half decent, okay? 4 minutes left in the period. Your wife says, okay, it's bath night for the baby, not for me. I shower in the morning. So you help bring the baby upstairs. We'll re-roll that. You know, you clean her up because she's got a dirty diaper. You help run the bath and stuff like that. You get the bath toys ready to go. She finally gets in the bath. Like 15 minutes later, you check your phone. First thing you see is at Canucks after 20 minutes. Canucks 1, Kraken 2? Really? You let in 2 goals in 4 minutes? So that's why I made the post that was like the Doctor Strange picture, nightmare confirmed. Because it was like, I mean, oh my god, you piece of junk, you piece of garbage. I was like, we can't do anything, man. We can't even hold a lead against the Kraken, no offense. Like, you're better than we are, but you're still like a little ass. Help me, help me. We are pretty ass. It's funny, like, the Canucks are so bad right now. Maybe they'll get to mediocrity this year instead of, like, outright abysmalness. I'm okay with this. But of course we had to beat the Kraken. We've never lost against the Kraken in, like, the regular season. As ass as we are, like, it's the only thing we can do. We can reliably beat Seattle. Help. Re-roll it? Are you crazy? Oh, re-roll the item room. Yeah, that makes sense. It's better to be abysmal than average for draft picks. Yeah, obviously. But sometimes, like, it's when you're in the middle of an 82-game season, like, it's kind of nice to see a win from time to time to give yourself a little slurp of honey off the branch of life. But, like, I feel like other sports fans, maybe I'm the only one actually watching the damn games, but so I have to suffer a little bit. But the other sports fans are like, no, I'd rather we go 5 seasons without getting a single win, and then get 5, just win the draft lottery with 20% odds 5 times in a row, and then go on to have a 1 in 4 chance at the Stanley Cup for a 3-year window. I mean, listen, I would love if my team won the championship, but I would also, like, just occasionally love to see our team, like, to see the home team win, like in Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Take Me Out to the Ball Game. If we root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. Why would I do that? Oh, never mind. It was actually kind of worth it. But anyway, that's hockey. Would you trade a winless season for them having won a Stanley Cup before you were born? Well, like, if the winless season happens, like, when I'm alive, and the Stanley Cup happened before I was born, no. Why do I care? If the winless season also happened before I was born, then probably yes. Because similarly, what do I care? Canucks just traded for Ethan Bear. Can I get a confirmation whether or not this is clickbait or click real? It's click real. Was Nils Höglander part of the trade on the Canucks side? Nope. I don't know why. That's what I wanted to hear, but it kind of scared me a little bit. Ethan Bear and an AHL non-roster player for a 5th-round pick? Listen, I get that Canes fans don't like Ethan Bear that much as a player, but, like, our defense is complete anus. So, like, that's a win for the Canucks, honestly. As long as he can hold a hockey stick. Joe, it's beneath you. Don't join the people typing test, okay? You gotta be careful typing test. Remember we had that, like, chat social score robot came in here? Like, every 5 seconds, it was like, Northern Lions chat social score is 735. Northern Lions chat social score is 312 or something. And, like, after, like, 5 of them, we just banned it. And then we got an unban request that was like, hey, sweat emoji. Sorry, guys. I was just testing my bot in your chat, and I had the parameters set a little wrong. So if you could unban me, that would be really nice. I said, frick that. Test it in somebody else's chat. I'm not running like a bot test service here. You're disrupting chat with your bot. Go test it. Why can't you test it in the chat of the bot that you made? Doesn't make any sense. I made a bot for that. I just didn't make it type. Sanest person doing freecodecamp.com right now? Yeah, why it doesn't have to type in chat. Why don't you just have it like pop up some numbers in your damn terminal to see if it's working? To get it to type in chat is like literally one line. Why are you being so disruptive? Like dude, Reddit is bad for like a number of different reasons, okay? But like one of the reasons is because every Python coding course, they're like, okay, it's time for the final assignment in Intro to Programming. We're going to make a Reddit bot. So think of something really cool that's not at all annoying, and then just let it run wild. Hey, you got an A+, you made the world's most annoying bot. It tells people when they spelled something wrong. A+, thanks for ruining the website. Thanks for contributing to making this website the most inhospitable place on the internet. I really appreciate it. Those people should be in federal prison. Too far. Those people should not have done that. Better? Haiku bot, though? Dude, like... Hey, just thought you should know. Every letter in your post is in alphabetical order. Isn't that cool? Not really. Not really. It's not cool at all, honestly. It's like maybe mildly interesting the first time that it happened, and then very annoying in every subsequent opportunity. It's so irritating. You sound like an angry boomer. You sound like you have Talk Like a Pirate Day circled on your calendar. That felt great. I felt like a little tingle on the back of my head. And it's honestly, it wasn't like when I said it. It was like 3 seconds after I said it. It was like a delayed reward from God himself. Or herself. So that, and again, I think that means there's something wrong with me. But that, and it still kind of feels great. Help me. Signs of a stroke. Excuse me, I can lift both arms above my head. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to see you have I don't want you to see the armpit sweat that I have. But I promise you, I'm silently raising my arms above my head right now. I'm laughing out loud to myself. Do you have back pockets? What the hell does that mean? Like back pockets on my pants? Or like pockets in my back? I don't know why I'm so threatened by this sentence. What do you mean back pockets? Like back pockets or back pockets? Val Thazier, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you, thank you. But this is, you guys are going to solve, and this is going to be so helpful. I'm so thankful for it. I know I've asked this question before, but the older I get, the less information stays in my head easily without me making a concerted effort. This song keeps getting stuck in my head, and I never remember the name, and I can't, like, Google the melody or anything, okay? But it goes like, something, something. It's a British man singing, something, something, and 45. I got a something, something, and 45. Something and something, pocket full of something, and it's brim full of ash. You saved my life, man. That's brim full of Asha. Songs you hear like once every 3 years on the radio, and then are like, oh, that's kind of catchy, and then, you know, you don't hear it again until 2026. Thank you. Thank you for your help. One of the finest melodic minds I've ever known. I like Fatboy Slim. I like all the... Like, I'm ashamed to say it, maybe. I might be the only guy who's still pogging up when, like, a Moby song comes on. Not really the ones where, like, he sings. But, like, those Moby songs that sound like they're from, like, Sobe commercials. The one that goes, like... I know that sounds like toxic. I can't really do a good impression. Or like the one from The Bourne Identity, where he goes, strange ways are coming around, strange things I've ever known, strange things are getting around, strange things that I don't know. Like, I'm still, or, the best is, oh, wait, hold on. I can get it in my head. We got the body, rock the body, come on, take a we got the body, rock the body, come on, yeah, Body Rock, that's the one. I kind of like Moby. I mean, not as a person, necessarily, he seems like, I don't know if I necessarily feel comfortable saying a bad guy without knowing him personally, but like, seems pretty annoying, at the very least. Maybe a little self-serious, and maybe, like, it's a troubling obsession with Natalie Portman, but, still a couple of Moby slappers. And I just try to ignore the fact that he did an absolutely terrible cover of That's When I Reach for My Revolver by, by Mission of Burma. But yeah, I'm still rocking some Moby songs in 2022. When they come on the Peloton, at least. I'll do a 30-minute Dennis Morton slow flow yoga class with natural blues on something. Or something, I should say. Isn't that's the one that goes, whole body, trouble so hard. Is it that one? 30-minute trip hop ride. You laugh. The music on the Peloton is almost uniformly horrendous. But I could see them doing a trip hop ride. There's the occasional Massive Attack song. There's the occasional Portishead song. It could happen. From House MD. Yeah, I mean, they pretty much just play Mezzanine, but like, or, not Mezzanine. Teardrop, but it's like, I mean, it's still a great song. What was your wattage on today's ride? Kind of a personal question. I wish you hadn't asked me that because I was sick. But it was 203 over 30 minutes, so it works out to about 366 kilojoules over a 30-minute ride. I was still pretty pleased with, considering the illness, I was pretty pleased with it. Because my PB is like a 224 over 30 minutes or something like that, so I was like, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. I will say, someone tweeted me, they said, hey, check it out, this is my first Peloton ride. It was a 45-minute ride, and their total output was only 20 kilojoules under my personal best. I've been riding that thing for like a year. Pretty hard. And I was like mad. I was like, what the heck? Why is your ride so good? And then I looked at their profile photo, and it was them like at the summit of a mountain. And I was like, oh, whatever. You're not like a normal dude. Like, I'm happy for you. Don't get me wrong. But like... if your profile photo is you wearing, like, Arc'teryx gear on top of one of the peaks of the Andes, then, okay, we're not built the same. Like, obviously, you're, like, an outdoorsy person who, like, is, you know, working there. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's like, they gotta turn on skill-based matchmaking because you're, like, smurfing. You got, like, 10 years of outdoor, like, road bike experience, ride the Peloton once, and they're like, check it out, I'm on your level. I'm like, okay, shut up. Get over it, you freaking civil engineer. Okay, so you got great quads. That don't impress me much. Ho, ho, ho. If you had to fuck, marry, kill... Sorry for the F word, by the way. If you had to fuck, marry, kill the guys from Shania Twain's that don't impress me much, who do you think you would fuck, marry, and kill? I think I would fuck the guy who looks like Brad Pitt. I would marry the guy who's really smart, and I would probably kill the guy who makes Shania wipe her shoes before she gets into his car. That's my take on that. Yeah, marry the rocket scientist. Screw the... Frick the dude who looks like Brad Pitt, and kill the guy in Minecraft who is in love with his car. Nightmare blunt rotation. Shania's jilted lovers from That Don't Impress Me Much. I don't know. Honestly, only the car guy seems like he's like a nightmare blunt rotation. One of the guys is just really smart, and apparently that's not good enough for Shania for whatever reason. One of the guys is just really handsome, and she doesn't even say like he's a bad person. She just says like he's a little vain. I mean, if you're handsome, you're allowed to be vain. It's only a sin if you're like an uggo. What if it's Sheldon? Okay, Sheldon would be... He'd be part of the Nightmare Blunt rotation, probably. The guy who's in love with his car, though. I'm not like... You can be into cars, and that's fine. But, like, she literally says in the song, I can't believe you kiss your car goodnight. That's actually like a TLC My Strange Life, My Strange Addiction episode. So tell me, baby, tell me, you must be joking, right? Dude's sticking it in the tailpipe? You don't know that. He could be just slamming his scrotum in the glove compartment. Love has many forms these days. That one was juicy. What? Dude, it's the water bottle. What can I say? It sounds worse the closer it gets to empty. I slammed my penis into the car door. He slammed his penis into the car door. How many people in chat do you think have never heard a Shania song? I mean, here's the thing about Shania. She was everywhere in the 90s up till like maybe 2000, 2001. But then, it's not like she fell off. Like, she went through some personal stuff and like took some time off. But like, I feel like you don't hear that much about Shania. Like, when people talk about the 90s, they don't talk about Shania. They talk about grunge. They talk about like Aqua more than they talk about Shania. Like, she has not really had like a lasting footprint on the culture. She just made like some catchy songs and then sort of like went back on her way. That's the way I think of, and I'm not saying that's what she deserves, by the way. I'm just saying that's the way that it's gone down. I did, so my baby yesterday in the car, I said, what do you want to listen to? Thinking she'd say Under the Sea, right? Daryl, I presented 7 other songs. Finally, I said, what do you want to listen to? You know what she said? She looked at me and she said, Dede song. So I don't know what that means, but I searched my musical lexicon and I said, okay, let's hit her with this. I hit her with Blue Dabba Dee by Eiffel 65. That was the closest thing I could get to in my head to Dede song, right? Actually, no, sorry. I started with the hamster dance, which is the most Dede song of all time, because it goes da-da-da-da-da-da-do-do, da-da-da-da-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Incoming noise complaint. But then on shuffle, Blue came on, and then she was like, I don't like this song. So I changed it. And then Lollipop, open parentheses, Candyman, close parentheses, by Aqua came on. And it reminded me, like, one of my favorite tweets of all time was like, you remember how dance music in the 90s was just like one hottie singing her lungs out, and then some dude who sounded like a robot speaking non sequiturs in a bassy voice? That song is like exactly that. Oh my love, you know you are the Candyman, and oh my love, Your wish is my command. Oh, my love, you know you are the candy man. And coming from Bounty Land. Then she goes, whoa. And then just some fucking schmo comes on and goes, I am the candy man. Oh, coming from Bounty Land. Oh, I am the candy man. Oh, coming from Bounty Land. Like that, we need to go back to that, man. That was unhinged. Can you believe that shit was on the radio? My, like, you know, my mom was probably like in her early 30s when that song came out. She's bobbing her head. I'm in 4th grade. I'm bobbing my head. No one was like, excuse me, we got a new caller. Okay, caller. Go ahead, you're on the air. Hey, yeah, long time listener, first time caller. What the fuck was that insane song you just played and have played once an hour for the last 3 weeks? What the hell is going on? Sure, why not? Why is nobody asking what you just played? This insane song where some robot goes, coming from Bounty Land. Who calls the radio? It was the 90s. Everybody called the radio. I remember I'm old enough to have made a phone call to the radio request line. So here's the thing, all right? My favorite song at the time, Pretty Fly for a White Guy by The Offspring. I'm calling. I'm busy. Burp, 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 busy. Burp, 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 busy. I get through. I got the radio on right next to me, right? They say, what song do you want to hear? I swear to God, as soon as they said, what song do you want to hear? They had started playing Pretty Fly for a White Guy on the radio. What am I going to do? I'm not going to be the bozo that's like, play the song. I'm requesting the song you're currently playing right now. So I went, can you, I just wanted to call in and see if you could play Miami by Will Smith. And then they go, sure, no problem. And then like 2 songs later, they played Miami by Will Smith. And the next day at school, I was like, hey, were you listening to 102.7 The Border at 6:15 last night? You know when they played Miami? That was my Miami. I did that. The one at 5:15, that one, that was probably just preordained. That might have been payola or something like that. But the one at 6:15, that was me, man. I did that. That's like Twitch chat when the people suggest the game you're just going to play anyway. It's true. I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's fair enough. People are like, you should play SAP. I'm like, oh, I'm glad you asked. Just for you, I'm going to play SAP. No! Bro, stop hitting me. I called into the radio once at my 2 Curse of the Unknowns in a row. I called into the radio once at my last office job too, because my boss, it was like a Friday. We're not getting that much done, to be honest. The radio was on in the office all the time. They were holding a contest to win an extra large pizza. Can you imagine? Take a guess as to what you had to do to win a large pizza. First, you got to be the 7th caller, and then you've got to answer 10 questions wrong. Holy cow, that's hard. So I remember I got through. This was on company time, by the way. I got through, and they were like, all right, question 1. Name something you don't bring to the beach. And I was like, rain boots. I don't remember the rest of the questions, but I remember it being like, this is the easiest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And then, after I won, I said, so should I bring in, like, should I go pick up the pizza one day and just bring it in for the office? And she was like, no, don't worry about it. Just take it. And I was like, whoa, sick. So I just, you know, one night for my parents, I was like, pizza's on me, baby. Great boss. I'm getting destroyed here. Come on, you got to give me a good item here. We got Sacred Orb. We're due. Come on, come on. That's good enough. You said it wrong if you only had to give wrong answers? What are you talking about? You're bringing your rain boots to the beach? Feet are going to be all sweaty, man. If it's raining? If it's raining, call me crazy. If it's raining, I don't go to the beach. You said things you don't bring? Okay, it's like a 14-year-old anecdote, okay? You might have to do your own linting on the bit in order to make it make sense. I promise you at the time, it made sense. Why are you trying to get me? Yeah, you're like punching up my script here. Bozo. Don't lint the bit. Don't lint the bit. Don't yuck my yum, okay? Some of us love war crimes, okay? Shh. Let people enjoy things. Hey, hey, hey! Huh? Bro, I felt like I was having, like, some psychic damage. Did you guys watch any of Chiblee playing, Spore yesterday? You watched all of it. Okay, so you can relate to this. Chiblee's Spore section yesterday was just him making the least adapted creature to its environment of all time. Just, like, farting out nightmare creature after nightmare creature over and over. Just like weird slugs with like their hips are above their head and their head is hanging like directly below their rectum. You spend like 30 minutes making this god-awful creature walk and like get born into the environment, walk 2 steps, and then get eaten by something that looks like a 6-cost Magic the Gathering card, and then be like, why are you killing me? Why? Why? And then immediately making exactly the same creature again in the character creator, burning another 30 minutes, and then walking out and getting killed by something that looks like a Komodo dragon. Like, it was just that over and over and over again. I felt like it was turning me psychotic, man. I was turning into one of those backseaters who's like, maybe try to play the game the way it's intended to be played. I don't know. It was pretty funny, though. I gotta give it that. It's like, maybe don't make it so it poops on its own tongue. Maybe give it, I don't know, like a weapon of some sort. Maybe you could have a claw instead of having like 2 mouths on the end of its hands. Or the end of its arms. I also didn't realize I've never really played Spore. But it's like, it's a 4-phase game, right? Like the first phase is like Agario, where you just eat smaller organisms to get bigger. And then like the 4th one is like you're an animal, and the 5th one is like you're an extraterrestrial species or something. I always thought they were like 5 equal parts. But it seems like the game is almost all being an animal, and the rest of it is just like a little mini game or something. No, wrong. Okay, well, I've been honestly, I gotta take that up with Chiblee, because it's just because he's losing. No offense. No, Chib just is. He doesn't stink. He's just having fun. Space is the. Oh, what have I done? Space is the long one. I wouldn't know. I've never seen it. Oh my god, my bone heart. Oh my love, you know you have the credit card, and oh my love, I'm going to swipe it hard. Oh my love, I am your credit card. I'm going to swipe it hard. It's kind of crazy how that music hasn't come back. Like, every genre is supposed to like loop around every like 30 years. We should be due for like some absurd 90s club EDM. Eurodance, yeah. Just some shit that, like, if I'd watched a movie in, like, 1995, I would see, like, dudes in mesh shirts dancing to this song, and I would be like, fuck, I can't wait to be an adult. That shit looks so cool. That shit looks incredible. I can't wait till I can go to grown-up places and do serious stuff. Saturday night, getting off my job as an investment banker, going out to the hottest club in Manhattan, putting on my shiniest shirt, be my baby, I'll make you mine, you know I'll take you to the top, I'll drive you crazy. I'm wearing a suit that looks like the shoulders on the suit go out like all the way to here, and then it doesn't taper at all, it just goes straight down, using Chandler Bing's personal stylist. The David Byrne, exactly. Wearing like a blue dress shirt with a white collar. I'm not gonna lie. Blue dress shirt, white collar is kind of a look. The Howard Hamlin. I think they should make you like provide your LinkedIn profile before you buy one of those shirts though. You should only be able to buy that shirt if you're like a C-level executive at a real company. It should be a privilege. You can't just let any bozo walk in off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, know what I mean? Earn your keep. Regulators. Batchest, he referenced old school hip hop. Batchest, Warren G featuring Nate Dogg. You can't Batchest regulate, man. Help. You would never be able to get one then? I know, I'm not qualified to wear a blue shirt with a white collar, to be honest with you. Have you ever bought anything off of Shark Tank? Not that I know of. I ever tell you about how Dragon's Den and Shark Tank are how I got disabused of the juvenile notion that inventing things is a real job? Do you own a scrub, Daddy? I don't, but I have seen them in the store. That might be a real product. As far as I know, the biggest success story from Dragon's Den Canada is a cereal, a porridge-like cereal called Holy Crap that my wife ate for like a couple years. And I tolerated it because it was like, it reminded me of Everybody Loves Raymond. No, if you're like an engineer in R&D at a company, that's one thing, okay? Look, I'm gatekeeping, I'm being kind of a jerk here. I'm sorry, like, if your dad's an inventor. This is just one man's opinion based on ignorance, okay? Don't take it too personally. But, like, help. Oh, wait. We actually did own something from Shark Tank. The baby smart sock. The owlet. That supposedly monitors a baby's... Well, it monitors their pulse and supposedly monitors their oxygen levels while they sleep, so that you get like a shrill ear-piercing alarm in the middle of the night if your baby's going through some kind of distress. That's from The Simpsons? Everything's from The Simpsons, though. Anyway, they weren't... Okay, they were banned by the FDA, but that's only half the story, okay? They were not banned by the FDA for being, like, unsafe. They were banned because they were marketed as, like, a consumer electronic, which allowed them to sidestep, like, the normal, rigorous application process for a medical device. So, and which, by the way, they should not sidestep that. Like, that's sidestepped for... That shit is there for, like, a reason. But it's not like it, like, ripped a baby's foot off or something like that. It was like... It's like a baby didn't explode while it was wearing it, or like the lithium battery didn't, like, you know, melt through the crib or something, okay? Hopefully. At least not yet. Although I will say we did survive a product recall. We used a baby lounger called the Boppy. Used it religiously. for 8 months, maybe. Wake up to an alert one day. Hey, just so you know, the boppy is going off the market because some kid's like in a coma or something like that. Oh, okay. Let's stop using that. I don't listen. It's a tragic situation, but like a lot of it is like it's not that the product is unsafe. I'm very safety pilled, by the way. I respect that, you know, safety regulations are written in the blood of those who ignore them. Okay. But there is like, there's an element of like, well, let me put it this way. I heard that, and I don't know if this is true, so please don't take this as gospel, but I read it on Reddit, so it must be true. Apparently, baby Tylenol, the entire bottle has less than a lethal dose of Tylenol for a baby. And the reason that that's the case is obviously because some parents out there, if they didn't have the bottle be less than 1 lethal dose, would be like, not many parents, but like 1 in 100 would be like, the serving size is probably a bottle. I'm not going to read the package. I'll just give them like, you know, blah, 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 you know? So that's why they got to do that. But like the same thing happened with the boppy. Like on the boppy, there's like 1,000 messages that are like, don't leave your kid unattended in this. Don't let your kid sleep in this. And then when I read the recall notice, it was like somebody let their kid fall asleep in it and then they like went to take a bath and it went down, you know? Like that's... They make the products like as stupid proof as possible, but like, you know, because they have to. 1% was a joke number, by the way. You fell for the bait joke? Although, the real number might be closer to like 5% based on like what I see when I'm driving, but what I read on the internet. That being said, you know, no, I prefer not to use like a recalled product, if possible. But anyway, Shark Tank and Dragon's Den are how I became disabused of my juvenile notion that inventor is a real job. Listen, if you work for like 3M in the R&D department, this is not about you. This is about like anytime you're watching Shark Tank and some guy comes up and goes, "Hello, sharks, I'm an inventor from Bloomington, Indiana." You're like, oh, here we go. Let me guess. Some shit we don't need. Ever been annoyed by how hard it is to take your shoes off when you come home? He's got like some like, his cousin is like, "I just can't get my shoes off." Well, here's some shit you can like, it's like a bottle opener you can screw into your wall, and then you just shove the heel of your boot into the bottle opener and push down, and voila! We call it the boot be off. I'm like, the world is so full of this fucking shit. I don't need it anymore, man. Look, if it has a case for accessibility issues, that's fine. I'm not trying to say the product shouldn't exist. I'm just like, very few people are going on Shark Tank and being like, here's like, you know, here's a product that's going to change the world. Everyone on Shark Tank is doing some shit that's like, it's like Chipotle for your makeup. So what you do is you go to the website and you say, I've got sensitive skin that has 2% oiliness, and then our patent-pending algorithm composites a unique formula of moisturizer to send to your house. And you're like, oh my fucking god. This shit is called like cosmetic with a K or something like that. This runs a little assy, but I'll still take this. I'm taking these 3. Oh, I'm insulted? I don't want to be here. Okay, never mind. I'm forced to stay here against my will. I guess it's true. Like, if you have a great idea, you don't really need to go to Shark Tank. You just kind of like, you go to like the bank, I guess, or like a, you know, private equity or something like that. I think Shark Attack is like a Shark Attack. Shark Tank, sorry. What am I talking about? Shark Attack is like, hey, I can get some free promotion for like my shit that's in CVS right now. And, you know, maybe I can do a deal, but probably not. Now, the money room, that's where you go to get deals done. I'm scared of how much I like wine. When I look in the toilet, it's purple. Purple and black. I can't even watch a movie anymore without a big glass of wine. And popcorn. It's expensive to go on Shark Tank? Really? Here's a good Shark Tank bit. The ball sack jacuzzi. What the hell are you talking about? What are you What is a ball sack jacuzzi? I got a lot of follow-up questions, but I want to make sure we're starting on the same level first. We're starting from the base position. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a hot tub for your balls. Is it like a special piece of furniture that like you dip your balls into? It's not like you, or do you just wear it like under your underwear and go out in public or something like that? It's the size of a dog dish. Okay, so you don't wear it under your jeans then. What's the point though? Can't you just dip your balls in like a normal jacuzzi? It doesn't seem any more convenient to have a special jacuzzi just for your balls. It seems like it's all the costs and none of the benefits. That's my cost-benefit analysis. It has all the costs and none of the benefits. Can't you just put your balls in like in a bowl of warm water with a straw? I don't think this idea, for that reason, I gotta tell you, I'm out. When Whirlpool gets its hands on this idea, they're gonna laser beam you from a satellite in orbit. You are not ready for the world of hurt that's gonna fall on you, my man, and for that reason, I'm out. But then on Shark Tank, there's always like, they can present the dumbest fucking idea. There's always like one person who's like, you know, you seem like a nice guy. I'd like to work with you. So here's what I'm proposing. You came in asking for $1 million for 2% of your company. I'm willing to offer you $2 for 100% of your company. And I'll make a phone call to Walmart. I'll make a phone call to Spencer's Gifts. We can have the bald sack jacuzzi on shelves within 3 months. I don't like when the sharks collude with each other either. Like when they go in on a deal with one another, that's one thing. That's business. But I don't like when like 4 sharks are out. I don't know, are there 4 or 5? I don't like when all the sharks are out but one, and then one of them offers something, and then the other ones are like, take the deal, Jim. Jim, that's the best deal. Jim, that's the best. You shut up, you're out! Robert Herjavec. You're out, you shut it, okay? The adults are talking. You freaking loser. Shut it, Mr. Wonderful. If I wanted advice on how to fraudulently sell a software company to Mattel, I would take it from you, okay? If I wanted advice for how to start an investment management company in like 2013 in the middle of the greatest bull run in the modern era and somehow do so poorly that it had to close down in like 2018, then I would take it from you, okay? What about the shark that called quiet quitters losers? That's just Kevin O'Leary's thing. He says mean things, and then like 25% of North America is like, it's mean, so it must be true. He's wearing a suit and saying mean things. He must be telling it like it is. It bypass for 75% of the population goes, this guy's an asshole. 25% of the population that believes pulling yourself up by your bootstraps is like a real thing that anybody can just do, goes, finally, someone telling it like it is. Someone not scared of criticism. Okay. We're paying out the believers on that one. No offense, Kevin O'Leary. We're going to say /marker. That's Isaac 1. And then we're going to start a prediction. Thanks for contributing to the Colts Totem. I really